welcome ladies and gentlemen. We are at the Bread Shed here in Manchester for Badgerfest 2019. Now what would, doing all these interviews or whatever else, it would think it would be really rude not to interview the man himself who's responsible for it all, Mr. John Badger. Absolute pleasure, sir.
And you?
So over the weekend, all these bands, 21 bands?
22 in the end.
22, yeah. 22 bands, yeah. Over 2 days, say last night and today. Yeah. Massive feat, lots going on. You must be knackered.
I'm a little bit tired now. I'm looking forward to having a drink when I've finished. But, you know, but yeah, I've just it's been an amazing weekend. Every band's like really pushed themselves, I reckon. I think they've seen the band before them and they're like, right, we need to push ourselves and keep pushing. The turnout's been amazing. There's been so much support from the local scene. I couldn't have asked for anything more, really. So.
See, I noticed you had the split stage, you had the main stage, and you had the mushroom and the snake stage because of Badger.
Yeah.
I did see that. I looked at that and I looked at the penny dropped. Yeah. It was really good, and the transition was fantastic. Once one finished, the other one started, and it was just all very well, very sweet. So we'll be interaction with your sound guys as well. Yeah. Helped us out, whatever else. Everything was just amazing. It was a fantastic atmosphere.
When you think of trying to organise, 15 bands in one day, you automatically think, are we going to run on time? And with the help of the stage crews, they're the guys who deserve all the credit because, they're the guys who made it run on time. And the bands themselves, they made sure that they were ready, and as a result of it, we started at 1:30 and we finished at 11:15, just like we advertised. So I think it's amazing.
Cool. Good stuff. So how many years has this been running now for?
So this is the third year.
Third year.
Yeah.
How did this spurn? How did this start?
Yeah, so back in 2016, so I used to be in a band called Impavidus, it's kind of like melodic death metal, and I arranged just 4 or 5 dates with a couple of bands, one band called God-Shaped Devil and a band called Deified, and we basically did this little tour, came back home, and as a result of it, people said it was really well organised, and the bands we played with said it was really great. All the venues we were going to, they knew exactly what was going on. There was never no hiccups. As a result, so some people said, why don't you start doing your own events? So I was like, all right, okay then. And then someone just mentioned the word Badgerfest. So I thought, okay, so back in the early part of 2017, I thought, I might give it a go. So before I started, I decided to speak to a couple of other festival organisers. So one was, I thought it's not going anymore. Have you had a Mammoth Fest down in Brighton?
Yeah, I think I've heard the name flow about it.
So a guy called Steve Dixon, he used to work for Terrorizer as well. Then there was a gentleman called Simon Yarwood from Uprising Festival. And then the Breaking Bands guy, Jay Maguire. Yeah. And they all sort of give me some collective advice. I wasn't really looking to sort of get their secrets, but if you're doing your own event for the first time, what would you look for? What are the kind of things we should be achieving? And they, kind of compose this list of like achievable goals, if you like. So got the information, put it out there to the public and said, look, I'm thinking about doing this event. I understand there's lots of other events as well. How would you feel about another one being in the scene? Chances are I might be able to bring something different to the scene. And then would any bands like to play? Well, the sort of like the response was massive. So a lot of people were like, yep. So I decided to give it a go. First year at Starngate was a sellout. And then we did Rebellion the year after, and that's when we did the 2-stage event there. And then we decided to come to Bread Shed because it's slightly bigger. There's a nice pub atmosphere as well, so it's more room for people. And I think we've been successful all 3 years.
Cool. So. Man. Great stuff. Plans for next year. Now, I'll say this, and I'll also say it again, because when you put out there, I've got this festival, who wants to play? What I'm assuming that the response was very good. Yeah. And with that, you can only pick so many bands because there's only so many bands you can put in at a time. Yeah. So, with that being said, for next year, is there any insight what we could expect, or what do you reckon?
Well, there's especially. I mean, I've already put the headliners for next year, so I've got a 1 step ahead already. What I can say that both bands have got a lot of experience, plenty of albums behind them. Played major festivals like Bloodstock and stuff like that as well. So announcements for that are going to be probably in a couple of months. So we're going to sort of like take a bit of a back foot, regroup, and probably from about January start making some announcements for next year. You know,
Okay,
yeah, some probably bigger bands next year, if that makes sense. So yeah,
fantastic stuff. But this is not the only thing that you're doing, is it? You've got the drumming up challenge, or the drum up.
Yeah, drumming up change. So that's going to be literally a month today.
Yeah.
So I've got a 2-day rest, and then I've got 5 rehearsals next week with 5 different bands. So Drum Up Change is a charity raising money for mental health and also for the homeless. And I'm going to be drumming for 10 bands, so 9 original bands, and then there's going to be like an all-star covers band with lots of different members. It's probably going to be about 75 songs, around about 6.5 hours of drum time. So quite a tiring day.
So what will you be drinking? Monster, Red Bull?
Probably just water. I'm thinking about getting one of those, those cups, the helmet things, and I can have, some Red Bull in this one and something in that one. You know what I mean? Keep me going. So yeah. But I think that's going to be a really big challenge out, and I'm really looking forward to it because I want to try and help some people who do struggle and stuff like that as well, because I have family members who have struggled with mental health. I've known people who are homeless as well, and whilst I'm fit and healthy and okay, I think I can help some others. So I thought I played lots of charity events over the years, and I feel sometimes they're a bit boring. Basically, it's just all the bands playing and someone going around with a bucket. So I thought, how can we make this more interesting?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So that's when I decided to come up with the idea for drumming for lots of bands. So a lot of people think I'm mad, but, especially doing this as well, having a family life as well. So my wife basically says like she doesn't know where I get the energy from. I wish she had the same drive.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Well, thank you very much, John, for taking some time out to have a little chat with us.
Yeah.
And I know you're lots going on or whatever else.
Yeah.
And Drum Up Change thing. To wish you all the best of success. Yeah. And we'll try and plug it as much as we can for you.
Yeah. If it's all right, I'd just like to give a thank you to everyone who's attended Badger Fest today, yourself included, and your team. And making all the fans feel welcome as well, doing the interviews, stuff like that. All the sound guys, the crew, the people who are working on the merch, people on the actual on the ticket desk, all the bands basically, the bar staff at the bread shed. So without all these people, we wouldn't have been able to make this happen. Yes, I'm planning it all, but without these people coming together and sort of digging in deep, we wouldn't have had the event we've had this weekend. So I'm eternally grateful for everyone who supported it.
Absolute pleasure, sir. Absolute pleasure. Thank you for having us aboard. Thank you.
Thank you.
Cool. Awesome. I am Mad Martin. This is UG Media. This is Badger Fest 2019. This is John Badger. Thank you very much. See you next time.